Hello, my name is Sheila Tirabassi. I'm a therapist here at the St. John Clark Pain Treatment Center in Clearwater, Florida. I'm here to talk to you today about the thyroid and how posture actually can affect the thyroid. The thyroid is a gland that controls metabolism in your entire body. What that means is the expenditure of energy that your body actually produces in various outputs throughout your body. So the thyroid is located right here at the front of the throat. See this little floating bone? That's called the hyoid, and it's right beneath that, right in the front of the throat. It's right under your Adam's apple. If we look at the muscles involved or related to the thyroid, you can see that there are a lot of muscles in the front of the neck, and some of the muscles actually attach to the thyroid itself. There are muscles even behind the thyroid. As you can see under here, this is this hyoid bone that we talked about earlier, and there are muscles that actually run right along the spine. These muscles can often get very tight if, for instance, you've ever been involved in a motor vehicle accident. Something like the whiplash can create that tightness in the front of the throat. This can also be tight if you have a very straight neck or a military neck, or if you've completely lost your cervical curve, which is just this little rounding forward of the spine here in the top of the neck. It also can be seen in people that are forward of the coronal plane, meaning their posture is in front of mid-center. Again, here in this chart, there's a line that's drawn down the very center of the chart, which represents your plumb line or your very center neutral place of standing. If you're centered on your plumb line, your ear should line up right over your shoulder, which should line up over your hip, over the knee, and over the ankle. So making one long line. But most importantly, we're looking right here, the ear over the shoulder. So someone that perhaps has a kyphotic or a rounded upper back often will be very forward in their side plane. So I will show you a couple exercises and things to do to determine whether or not your tight muscles could be involved in the hypothyroidism or other related thyroid issues. Or I will also show you some exercises if you'd like to try these at home. So one way to check if you do have a forward head posture is to actually line up your spine against the wall. So if I line up the back of my pelvis, my upper back, and the back of my head against the wall, that basically puts me on my plumb line. If your head ends up not able to touch the back of the wall, that's an indication of tightness in the front of the chest and the front of the throat, which can in turn lead to tightness in the thyroid gland and dysfunctions such as hypothyroidism. A couple of very simple things you can do at home to encourage the opening of the front of the throat and stretch the area that could be tight due to the tight muscles in the neck and create dysfunction in the thyroid are simple. You can just roll up a hand towel like so and place that behind the back of the neck, right underneath the back of the head. Right below that, you would place this hand towel, and you could use it in your sleep, or you can use it when you're lying back to relax or take a nap. You don't want to encourage tightness in the front of the throat, so if you often prop yourself up with pillows to read or do your iPad or laptop at night, that's actually going to create some more tightness in the front. So we want to do the opposite. We want to open up the front of the chest and the front of the throat. So another thing you can do is take this folded blanket like so, and it's a position called restorative fish pose, something you would see in a yoga class. So all you do is you take your shoulder blades across the blanket and relax back like that. So what this does is it actually creates an opening in the front of the chest and the front of the throat. And if you stay there for about 3 minutes, breathing deeply, it'll create a gentle stretch in the area of concern. Those are just some of the exercises you can try at home if you have issues like hypothyroidism or other thyroid-related issues. We've actually conducted research here at the Center for Neurosomatic Studies, which is the school affiliated with the St. John Clark Pain Treatment Center. And in our case studies, we demonstrated that actually releasing some of the tight muscles in the front of the throat created better function of the thyroid. And it was shown through blood work and through various methods throughout our research. So if you'd like to continue understanding more about your thyroid and maybe have a treatment relating to your issues in thyroidism, just let us know. Call us at the St. John Clark Pain Treatment Center, and we'll see you then.